we can hang out with our families to watch some favorite holiday classics, the movies, some of them from days gone by, some of them a little bit more recent. So today we have a couple of movie guys to share what makes their must-watch list this holiday season. Peter Chung, an editor in our newsroom. Scott Arkovitz is interning with us this term from school. So let's talk about what makes it a classic for you, Peter.
You know, for me, I just kind of go with what I watch more than once.
Okay.
You know, I watch that one time and I catch that vibe that it just has sustainability, something that is timeless, that's not going to go away with trends. And I think the movies that we have lined up kind of fit in that mold.
Kind of stand the test of time.
Yeah.
So let's start off by talking about your first pick, Peter.
You know, every year for Christmas, there's always that one item on a kid's wish list, right? The thing at the very top thing he has to have. And that leads into my first movie, which is Jingle All the Way.
Okay.
And the item for this little boy that he has to have is a Turbo Man action figure. This Turbo Man doll is based off of his favorite superhero TV show, Serial. You know, in the movie, his dad is played by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
And he's a big workaholic. So he lets that get in the way of his relationship with his son. And so as Jamie wants his toy, Arnold Schwarzenegger sees this as an opportunity to make up his relations, so he promises to bring him to this Christmas Eve parade and to also deliver this toy.
Okay.
However, it's Christmas Eve, and he's overlooked the fact that this toy is highly coveted, so finding is going to be next to impossible. So Christmas Eve quickly turns into D-Day for Arnold as he goes through toy store after toy store, shopping mall after shopping mall, trying to find this Turbo Man doll.
To save the holiday, and so there he is. I'll be back.
Exactly.
Before the Terminator,
absolutely,
right?
Yeah. And what I love most about this movie is it captures the emotion of a kid, you know, really wanting that toy, you know, that item he really has to have, but it also shows what parents are going through and willing to go through for their kids to give them that one toy. I'm sure you've had that.
Oh yeah, you know that's true. Okay, so Scott, let's talk about yours, because what I love about the movies that have sort of made the cut on your list, they're a little more traditional from decades gone by.
They are, yeah. White Christmas actually was released in 1954, and it's starring Bing Crosby and Rosemary Clooney.
So this would be the 60th year anniversary
yes,
of this
it
classic.
would. Yes,
Wonderful.
it would. And Rosemary Clooney, George Clooney's aunt, and it's basically about two buddies in the army who serve in World War II. And after the war, they become performers. So they enlist the help of two sister acts to help out their general from the army, who owns a hotel that's struggling.
Okay.
And it has a concert hall as well. So there's no snow there, and there's no guests, and they want to help the general. So they go and put on a big show, and it really captures the spirit of Christmas and giving. And of course it has wonderful songs, including White Christmas. Yeah, it's really good for the whole family.
Yeah, definitely a classic. Another classic, I think, quickly, is the Tim Allen character, and that's what has inspired you, Peter.
Yeah, The Santa Claus by Disney. I saw this when I was younger, and it answered a lot of questions for me when I was a kid. I had to know, how does Santa get inside chimneys? What about a house without a chimney? You know, what does North Pole look like? This movie had all the answers for me. So this movie, Tim Allen plays Scott Calvin, a toy executive who's divorced, but he's spending Christmas Eve with his son. They're asleep, but they wake up to hear the pitter-patter of someone on the roof. Go outside to find it being Saint Nick himself. When he startles Santa Claus, he kind of takes a fatal fall off the roof, leaving behind his red threads, the reindeer, and the sleigh. They hop in and kind of take off into the night to finish Santa's duties. But at the end of the night, instead of going home, they bring them back to the North Pole, which is, you know, for me, it was like, oh, that's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like.
And so that's when he's lectured by the head elf Bernard, who tells him, by donning the red threads, you have now entered the Santa Claus, being the last line of a contract, which states, by putting on the red suit, you now have the duties to perform
Santa Claus.
Right.
Okay, which brings us to our final movie, and that's my favorite. Until Elf came along, it was always my favorite, and now I think it's my traditional favorite, and that's what you picked too, Scott.
Yeah, It's a Wonderful Life. It was released in 1946, so it's a little older. It's black and white, and it stars Jimmy Stewart. And it's about, his character's name is George Bailey, and he gives out loans to people in his small community, and he does things for everyone else, but not for himself. You know, he's a very selfless person, and he ends up resenting that, and he ends up kind of being on his last limb, and his guardian angel named Clarence Oddbody, who's kind of a buffoon in himself.
Right.
Helps him through it and shows him what life would be like if he wasn't there,
Right.
and what the town would be like, and how many people's lives he touched. So it's a really touching story, and it really chokes me up, and yeah, it really epitomizes Christmas, the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and what I love about you guys, your picks definitely are family friendly for everybody to sit around
Yeah,
the TV
I
and watch.
had to go with Tim Allen, the hometown boy. I mean, when I think of him, he's Buzz Lightyear,
Yep.
right? He's Santa Claus, and he's the voice of pure Michigan.
Which we love. Yeah. Thanks, you guys. All right, we have to go pop some popcorn, right?
Yeah.
But when we come back, we will meet you right here. So don't go away. More 8 West to come.
So looking at